92.9 The Lake, playing the greatest hits of all time. And speaking of the greatest hits, we have an artist with us now that has sold over 360 million records worldwide, making him the third biggest selling artist in the 20th century. We are joined by Mr. Johnny Mathis. How you doing, sir?
Well, I'm okay for an old guy. Thank you very much. I didn't know that I sold that many records.
Hey, you got to lose count when you sell that many.
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, let me ask you this. So let's start off at the very beginning. Your dad recognized your talent. He bought you an upright piano for $25. How instrumental was that to really getting you going in the music industry?
Well, I can't overstate it too much how important being raised in a large family was for me, because we shared a lot of things, but the whole thing that happened with me was my dad was a singer, and he's the guy that said, "Come on, son, you and me, we'll go and we'll do this, we'll do this." And for all of my life, from the time I was a little kid, my dad was foremost in the front as far as music was concerned, and he was absolutely the most wonderful person I ever known in my life.
Right on. And through high school, you were a great athlete. You got an athletic scholarship in college, and you went there to become an English teacher and a coach. When did it get to a point where you were like, okay, let's try out this music thing?
Well, like most kids, I did a lot of things. I was a high jumper and a hurdler on the track team. I played basketball, and we had a lot of success with that throughout high school and college. And I lived in a neighborhood in San Francisco where there were a lot of jazz clubs, and I saw all the great, famous jazz artists of all times, the instrumentalists and the singers like Ella Fitzgerald and Nat King Cole and Billy Eckstine, Frank Sinatra, you name them. And I heard them sing, and just sort of thought, that sounds nice. I think I'll try that. And from the time I was a little kid, we had music in my home, and of course, it has been the foundation, really, of my life and the work that I've done in my life.
Now, your career really kicked off in 1957 when you were on the Ed Sullivan Show, and then later that year you released Chances Are. I bet you that was an absolute whirlwind.
Well, it was. I left San Francisco, my home, and went to New York all by myself. I think I was 17 or 18 years old, and it was quite a revelation.
Wow.
And the first thing that happened to me really on, as far as my career is concerned was I got a chance to go on the Ed Sullivan Show and sing a song. Can't remember what I sang, but evidently it was one of my first recordings. And, of course, that spiked my career, and from then on it was all, go here, go there, go there. And here I am at the age of, 82 years old, still going around singing all over the world.
Right, we are talking with Johnny Mathis. He's going to be live at the Golden Nugget Saturday, June 29th at 8 p.m. For ticket information, you can check out our website, 929thelake.com. Now, was there any part in your career when you were like, man, I'm just going to hang up the mic cord and go be a teacher? This is crazy.
Wow. Young people, you can juggle about 15, 20 different things in your life. And I never, ever had the sensation of quitting anything. Things just sort of happen. You only have so much energy or so much, whatever it takes to do whatever you're going to do. And I kept, I had my high jumping and hurdling in college. Then I spent a lot of time working and singing in church and all sorts of places that didn't require you having any money, because I come from a large family, and everything we did had to be free. And so that was the way I grew up. And believe me, it was a lot of fun. But you never stop. It's the same that's going on now in my life. Even though I've cut back a lot in my traveling, I still sing morning, noon, and night, whether anybody's listening or not.
With 56 years in the business, what do you attribute? You got that no-quit attitude. What else do you attribute to your longevity?
Oh, gosh. I like to sing, but a lot of people do. But I was very lucky as a kid. My dad kept saying, "Son, we'll find a voice teacher." And I said, "Well, Pop, you taught me to sing. I can sing." And he said, No. You don't understand. We've got to find and make sure you're doing it the right way. And that was the best advice that I ever had. But, of course, we had to follow through with it. And I was very fortunate to be living in an area in San Francisco where there were a lot of opportunities for voice teachers. And I found a wonderful woman who heard me sing and liked what she heard. And so I cleaned her apartment, and I ran errands for her, and I did anything that I could to pay for my lessons because I had no money. And she taught me in between her paying students, and I would sit and do my homework in the studio and listen to her give instructions to her students. And that's the way I learned to sing, so that I could not harm my voice. And it was a blessing that absolutely is the foundation of vocally what I am today.
Right. What you have put together in a career is absolutely remarkable, Mr. Mathis. I'm reading this right here. Your Johnny's Greatest Hits album spent an unprecedented 490 consecutive weeks through 1967 on the Billboard Top 200 Albums chart. That is absolutely incredible. What's one of the songs that you still get butterflies with, you still enjoy singing and getting the crowd into it?
Chances are, I will a silly grin. Look at me, I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree. All of the above, yeah. Hey, and in some, there's one song that I recorded, and it was, I forget, I won some award for it, and I can't even remember the words. But that's the way the business is. You do whatever you do, and if it happens that people hear it, wonderful. But I've been very, very lucky, having a lot of success along the way, so that people remember who you are.
Exactly, and that's funny that you would say chances are, because that's the song I sung whenever they said, Mikey O, Johnny Mathis is available for an interview. You want to do it? And I was like, chances are, you're dang right. Let's get Johnny Mathis on the phone.
Well, bless your heart. Thank you very much. It's nice to be remembered.
Johnny Mathis is playing the Gold Nugget Saturday, June 29th at 8 p.m. More information on tickets at our website, 929thelake.com. Of course, you can win some on the air. Just keep listening all week long. Now, you've traveled the world, the cuisine from nation to nation. Southwest Louisiana is known for our Cajun cuisine. When you're touring through Louisiana, what are your go-to dishes?
Oh, gosh. My mom and my dad really supported 7 children and a few other relatives that would stop by cooking for very wealthy people in San Francisco. And, from the time I was a little kid, I grew up eating the best food in the world, and I had on many occasions to go to New Orleans and to places that where the cuisine was exceptional, and I've still got the same absolute hunger for all of those things, but along the way I've lost all of my knowledge, and I was just in the kitchen not too long ago saying, oh my God, I wish I could remember how to do this. So what I have to do is to get back with my cookbooks and try to remember how wonderful it is to really, really cook well.
Yeah, and in 1982, you published a cookbook called Cooking for You Alone. So if everybody wants to check that out, go to Amazon and look up Cooking for You Alone.
That was then, this is now.
Awesome. Johnny Mathis is going to be live June 29th. That's Saturday at the Golden Nugget. Mr. Mathis, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much. Nice to talk to you.
Yeah, we'll see you when you come to town. Have a good one, and enjoy that Southwest Louisiana cuisine while you're down here.
I shall. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.